Your comfort zone is the reason you're stuck. Not your job, not your genetics, not your city, comfort. You say you want more, money, muscle, confidence, but every day you wake up and live like nothing needs to change. Nothing changes unless you change. You do the same fucking routine. You hang around with the same boring people. You have the same bullshit excuses that your friends have. That was me. I was uncomfortable doing anything new, and I was very comfortable being average. Until I realized comfort isn't safety, it's self-sabotage. It's technically procrastination. Think of your ideal day. What's your ideal day? Literally stop the fucking video, think, what is my ideal day? Every single day, every single action and behavior and decision that you make that doesn't lead you towards this ideal day is a form of procrastination. And going to your 9 to 5 could be a form of that procrastination. So what did I do? I left. Not because I had it all figured out, but because I was done lying to myself. What happened next? Everything. Not some fucking miracle, just friction, trouble, discomfort, growth, clarity, power. Right now, I'm filming this in Positano, solo, no crew, no plan, just me and the discomfort. If you're tired of talking and you're ready to move different, this video is the wake-up call you've been waiting for. By the time this video ends, you'll know exactly what you've been stuck at and how to finally break out. Number 1, comfort is cozy, but it's also a trap. It numbs urgency, creativity, and self-awareness. When you step outside of it, when you stop knowing exactly what each day looks like, you give yourself room to fucking breathe, stretch, stumble. Eventually, you stand fucking taller. One of the best things you can do is say yes to things before you feel ready. Growth never, ever, ever asks permission. Start and then you figure it out. When I started cutting hair, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I lied to get into the fucking barbershop. I didn't even have the right tools. I threw myself in the deep end. Snowball effect, here I am. Number 2, switch your scenery to switch your mindset. A new environment forces different thinking. Use it as fuel. Every time I move to a new place to live for a few months, I always use it as an opportunity to upgrade my character, because I can definitely choose who the fuck I'm gonna be in this city and the type of people I'm gonna hang out with. When I first moved from Australia to Turkey and then eventually America, I decided I wasn't gonna be that fucking derelict construction worker anymore. I was gonna be an intelligent guy that hustled, that made money. I started working, cutting hair until 2 a.m., waking up at 6 a.m. to go to the gym. And that's how I fostered that mindset that has pursued every single action that I've done until to this day. It wouldn't have happened if I didn't move in the first place, if I didn't take that risk, and if I didn't realize the opportunity I have to create a new identity. Character creation. Number 3, you need to notice your patterns when you're under pressure. The thing is, you really don't know who you are until things get messy. When the pressure hits, do you freeze? Do you run or do you step up? I used to avoid discomfort at all costs. Trust me, I was a normal fucking kid. But the truth is, comfort was killing my growth, much like it's killing yours. Okay, so I started putting myself in situations I just had to fucking figure it out. I threw myself in the barbershop. I said, yes, I can do that, when I couldn't. That's how it works. My first semi-pro contract deal that I signed in Texas, they didn't accept me as one of the other players, right? Everyone got housing except me. I couldn't afford to get a house. I fucking said yes and signed anyway, and I figured the shit out later. I was hustling until 3 a.m. every single day to get money so I could fucking rent that apartment in Texas. First game of the season, I didn't even get called up for the team. I wasn't even in the travel squad. Second game, I get my chance. Third game, I get my chance. Fourth game, one of the biggest games of the season, I scored the winner in the 88th minute. After that, I was starting every single game. And the next season after that, by the end of it, I was the captain, wearing the captain's armband. You choose your reality. Most people would have said, okay, if I don't get this, I can't afford, I'm not gonna go. Nah, I threw myself in the deep end. That's the mentality. That's a winner's mentality. That's a growth mindset, not a loser's mindset. Number 4, own the discomfort. It's your training ground. Stop wishing discomfort away. Most of my friends back home in Australia, they fucking despise discomfort. They want to live life as easy as possible. They take the easiest action, the easiest choice. But that uncomfortable feeling, that's literally the rep. And you need as many reps as possible. Every time you step into it, you're building yourself. Every time. And it doesn't have to be huge. It just needs to be cumulative. Start small. Talk to one person every day this week. I promise on Monday, it feels awkward. But by fucking Thursday, you're a chatterbox. And by Sunday, you'll walk into a room and fucking own it. It's not about being the big man. It's about being comfortable with who you are. Confidence isn't built through thinking. It's built by doing. Comfort might keep you safe, but discomfort is what moves you forward. And if you aren't ready to risk going backwards to go forwards, you'll stay in the exact same spot. Good luck with that, my friend. You need to face the parts of you that you've been avoiding. Most people stay busy to avoid being alone with their thoughts, but when you're in a new place with no distractions, no one to perform for, your real self shows up. Here's what you need to do. Sit in silence. The quieter your surroundings, the louder the truth is. If you're always scrolling, listening to music, you're not thinking, you're escaping. Sit in silence for 10 minutes. Start thinking. Don't control your thoughts, just let it flow. What do you think about? Useless shit? Dreams, aspirations? That's going to give you an idea of who you are. Pay attention to what you're avoiding when you're alone. Do you suddenly need a snack? A hit of dopamine? A scroll? That's your brain trying to dodge discomfort. Track those habits, guys. Become self-aware. Ask yourself harder questions, not just what do I want, but what have I been avoiding? Coming to Europe wasn't just for the views. It's a test of who I am when no one's around. I don't know anybody. I'm doing this because I can. And because I can, I will. And if something goes wrong, fuck it, I learn a lesson. You need to take control by taking responsibility. Leaving your comfort zone brings awareness, but ownership is what makes it powerful. Don't be a pussy by blaming your environment. At some point, you've got to stop blaming your job, parents, I don't know, too many fucking people that have excuses about this and that. Look, no one's gonna save you. That sounds harsh, but it's the fucking truth. No one's coming to save you. Do something about it. Here's what actually looked like for me. I stopped looking for permission. If something felt right, I moved. No more waiting until I felt ready. I started showing up for myself. Even on days I didn't feel like it, that meant going to the gym when I was tired or sticking to the plan when no one was watching. I paid attention to what I was eating, okay? That's why I think that fitness and diet is such an important aspect of a man's life. Because if you can stick to a diet and you can choose who you hang out with, it's gonna make you fucking sharp. I started calling myself out. If I said I was gonna do something and I didn't do it, I didn't pretend it was fine. I owned it and I did better the next day. Okay, I tracked my days. Was today a 6 out of 10, an 8 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Start tracking your days. The deeper I got into this, the more I just realized, very simply, if I want to lead anyone else, clients, a team, even just be who I want to be in the future, I've got to lead me first into that person. So if you feel stuck right now, take ownership. Not when it's convenient, now. No one's doing it for you. Right now I'm in Positano, no crew, nothing, no comfort. A couple years ago, I wouldn't have done this. I used to need certainty, familiar faces, the same gym, the same schedule, but then I realized all that safety was really keeping me small. It's not just about content, this trip. It's about proof that I'm still pushing my edge, still choosing discomfort, still becoming someone I'm proud of. So wherever you are right now, if you've been waiting for the perfect moment to change, it's already here. You just have to step into it. If this hits something within you, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay hard, stay sharp, stay handsome. I'll see you on the next one.